Sidney Crosby is a 14-year-old superstar who's playing up with 18-year-old AAA midgets. Moves like that are common for this kid, and he's been doing them for many years now. At a young age, it was even obvious that Sidney Crosby was one of a kind. He was making moves and scoring goals at a really young age. As Crosby is 14 years old, he continues to dominate leagues, playing up in the division. Kids on his team shave and drive cars, and Sidney Crosby is only 14 years old and still working on getting his permit. Sidney Crosby was born in Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia.
Most players are at least 3 years older.
Luck, but you also need to be good too. So along the way, he teaches me a lot.
Sidney Crosby has been playing in his basement and his garage for many years, shooting thousands of pucks every day and every year.
The game they're playing isn't my game. My game is making plays and making things happen and scoring goals. And if they're doing things to prevent me from doing that, then they're doing their job and I'm not doing mine.
Once I was outside at the station, selling red and white carnations. We were still alone, my wife and I.
At a young age of 17, Crosby was the first overall pick in the NHL draft.
On behalf of Mario Lemieux and the entire ownership group, Pittsburgh Penguins select from Rimouski in the Quebec Major Junior League, Sidney Crosby.
A uniform says a lot about you. It can say you've made it, or that you're on your way. But where you end up is entirely up to you.
With only playing 3 years in the NHL, Sidney Crosby was elected captain by his teammates. Crosby's first NHL goal.
Penguins point. Crosby looking. Loose in front. Still a loose puck picked up by Ricky. Shoots and scores. I think it was Crosby. Crosby does get the goal. And Sidney Crosby has scored his first goal ever in a Pittsburgh Penguins uniform.
Sidney Crosby was the youngest person in the NHL to record a hat trick.
He sees Talbot come out of the box. Instead hands the puck to Sidney Crosby. Crosby goes left side. Whitney to Crosby. A shot. He scores! Sidney Crosby from Ryan Whitney, and the Penguins score right after the penalty kill to tie the game at 1 on their first shot of the hockey game. Took away the backdoor pass. And the Penguins have 3 goals on 6 shots, and here's Eaton shooting the save. Rebound! Oh, back and grab. Now he scores! He put in the second rebound. Sidney Crosby was there. He may have got the last stick on it. In any event, the Penguins take a 4-1 lead. And that's way up the Penguins' alley right now. Colby Armstrong took a bump. He stays with it. Crosby behind the net trying to walk in front. Loose puck. Hazard. His pocket was picked by Crosby, who dumps it into the goal. The Penguins lead 5-1. What a play by Sid the Kid there as he picked the pocket of Darian.
Crosby is known as the face of the NHL with all the success that he's had. What Crosby has done really shows what work can do. Crosby's put so much time and effort into what he loved, and he did it the best. He was elected captain at the youngest age, and he won 2 Stanley Cups in his first 4 years. This guy was an absolute monster, and it shows in his game.
For success, because success is what we're chasing. Feel like I can make it, been through trials, tribulations, amazing. Disagree with the statement, then you haven't had a chance to learn the basics of music appreciation. Simple conversation, type of talk, damn you walking out. Only rap to give you niggas realest shit to talk about. Young neeks, I was born to succeed. That's my word, I excel, power's pouring into me. And I know it, definitely a poet. Lost myself in the music, but swear I captured the moment. This is my chance to own it. Somehow the world feels so slow. That's how I felt on the way to my first show. With Marty at the wheel telling me I'm finna kill it, and I did. There's motivation for this kid. All of y'all are motivation, the fuel behind the fire. You inspire what to make it, so I'll make it. Not a question, a statement. It's funny, everybody wants success, but don't nobody wanna take it. It's a matter of motive. From the music that I'm making, it's amazing. Looking at all your faces, I know I'm coming close, cause y'all evoking all the feelings that I'm chasing. Yeah, and I swear it's the motivation. Yeah, and I swear it's the motivation. I remember when it wasn't, but nothing is what I dwell upon. Life is like a gamble, my nigga, and all I did was use the cards I was handed to advantage. I ain't asking for respect, but you can bet it will demand it. Cause now I understand it. Success is single-handed. Captain hooking y'all with lyrics fly as hell, a Peter Pan. I'm never landing until the day it vanish. I'll be congregating people like I'm Jesus on the Sabbath, though I'm niggas and I'm rapping. See, I'm just trying to get my message across. At Hot Studios and Phyllis the boss. I'll be stunting like my daddy, still will never understand me. Told him I'm a rapper, he said do what makes you happy. I don't care if this is sappy, I'm doing as I please. Wrote the song in 20 minutes, now I'm doing this with ease. And I am just a human being, now let that resonate. I'm making something from nothing, so I'ma let him hate. Set the record straight, I got 100 people vibing to my shit. There's motivation for this kid. All of y'all are motivation, the fuel behind the fire. You inspire what to make it, so I'll make it. Not a question, a statement. It's funny, everybody wants success, but don't nobody wanna take it. It's a matter of motivation. The power that I'm tasting from the music that I'm making is amazing. Looking at all your faces, I know I'm coming close, cause y'all evoking all the feelings that I'm chasing. And if that ain't real, tell me what you call it. Took these shots in the dark like a fucking alcoholic, cause that's how bad I want it. So now I'm making big hits. Life is like an ember, that's for the love of cigarettes. You with this, I kick this ballistic. My punchlines are 10 fists, I'm tempest, don't tempt this. Opposite pretentious, that's real, the only way I know it. I'll say it in the rhyme, but my mojo really show it. I do this cause I owe it to myself for putting me on. To all the women showing love and quoting my songs. To all my boys who said I was before I was dope, so they can see how far I take it when rapping's a joke. Even though it really wasn't, I knew this was coming. Everyone who's ever had a doubt in me no longer judging, cause now I'm buzzing and they telling me they'll never let me quit. There's motivation for this kid.
Sidney Crosby has had so much success in his life, but with success comes pain. Sidney Crosby has played the New York Islanders 3 times, and in those 3 games, he's been hit in the face with a puck all 3 games, shattering his jaw and having to be out 6 weeks.
I don't know if Crosby was able to escape.
He got cut.
Much there or not, boy. That's the best that I can say in that situation. Crosby knew that the puck was coming up quick. He's looking for it low, and he can't react. You just can't react to a 90-mile-an-hour slap shot from the AJH cam as it goes up into the face of Crosby. Like his eyes were very, very wide and open. Against the Islanders, Crosby's had a tough time a couple of years ago and again this year, where pucks have come up and struck him, Staggy. He's been able to come back, and we hope he comes back from this one. And this is the one today. This comes up and hits him right in the face area.
Bob, he is one of the players who